for my GSS1 students, take note that this is our first class, and you are highly welcome to our mathematics class. Yes, it's very difficult. Mathematics can be challenging, but one thing it does for you, it enables you to think critically. And I love students that think critically because they are the best, they are the greatest, they are the smartest, they are filled with so much potential, they are filled with a lot of great things. So we are going to start by counting 1 to 10, which is we'll count 1 to 10. We can do it in Roman numerals, or we can do it normal counting. But let's do Roman numerals. We have I, V, V, VI, VII, IX, and X. So I represents 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we have counted it in Roman numerals. We can also go to 20 XX, 30 XXX, 30 XXX, right? 40 we have XL, 50 L, 60 LX, 70 LXX, 80 LXXX, 90 XC, 100 C. So we start with the first one, which is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. Now that's the first step. Now we have what we call 500, and 500 will be D. 1000 will be M. 1000 is what? M. 1000 is M. So that's the first step. Now the next one is, what about a situation where you are told find 1999 in Roman numeral? In a situation where you are told 1829 in Roman numeral, 2021 Roman numeral, 2222 Roman numeral. So we are going to work with the first one, 1999. 1999. So 1999, we are going to break it down in different steps. We have the first one, 1000. We have the next one, 900. We have the next one, 90. And the last one, 9. So we are going to break it down. The 1000 serves as M. The 900 is going to serve as CM, because C is 100. So 900 will be CM. If it is CM, it means it is 900. But if it is MC, it means it is 1100. So CM is 900. MC is 1100. Then the next part, 90 is what? XC. Then what's 9? IX. So meaning that we have 1999 as MCM XC IX. MCM XC IX. That is 1999. MCM XC IX. The next one we have here, 1829. 1829. We are going to break it down to 1820 and 9. So we have 1000, which is M. We have 800. 800 is 800 would be, we have 500 to be D. So 800 is DCCC, 20 is XX, then 9 is IX. So this will give us MDCCC XX So what we have is MDCCC For 2021, we know that 2000 is After the next step is 21. What's 20? XX. And what is 1? I. Then the last one, that's 2222. We have 200 is CC, 20 is XX. Then we have 2. What's 2? I. Take notes. We have MCMXCIX, that's 1999. 1829 is MDCCCXXIX. 2021 MMXXI. Then we have 2222, which is MMCCXXII. Take note of these points. Now, Roman numerals done and dusted. We're moving on to another part that gave a lot of you challenges, which is counting in respect to time. 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 Now, when we are counting in respect to time, there is something very unique and special about this. We can work with minutes and we can work with hours. Let's work with minutes and hours for the main time. So let's say we have 1, 2, 30, 30. If you are going to add this together, 0, 0, this will give us 60, right? But will you write 60? No. Remember I told you 60 seconds make 1 minute, 60 minutes make 1 hour, 24 hours make 1 day, 60 minutes make 1 hour, 24 hours make 1 day, 7 days make 1 week. So if you have calculated these two, the minutes together, 30 plus 30, and it gave you 60, it means that 60 minutes is what? 1 hour. So you will not write 60 minutes here, but what you will do is to just add 1 to the hours. And what would that give you? 2 plus 2, which is 4 hours. To give you 4 hours. That's what happens. So when you add 1 plus 1 plus 2 to give you 4 hours, that's the difference. You take note of that. Very much important. So in this case, instead of writing 3 hours, 60 minutes, no, you write 4 hours. Let's try another one together. Minutes. Let's say we write 13 here. We write 25 here. We have 3 here. We have 1 here. Now we add them together. 5 plus 3, 8. 1 plus 2, 3. 3 plus 1, 4. Now this will give us 4 hours, 38 minutes. Now in this case, it was less than 60. So when you add it and it is less than 60, you leave it like that. You just write the number. But when you add it, it is more than 60. You will now break it down. So we are going to have that example now. In this case, we have hours, minutes. Here we have 60. Here we have 60. Now we have the 4 here. Then we have 6 here. We are adding them together. 60 plus 60 will give us 120. But will you write 120 here? No. what you are going to write is, in this part of your note, just write 60 plus 60 is 120. To 120. And we already know that 60 minutes is 1 hour. That means we have 1 hour plus another 1 hour, which is what? 2 hours. You don't need to write anything here. Just leave here blank and add 2. 2 plus 4, 6. Plus 6, 12. So this is 12 hours. What you have here is 12 hours. Here is 12 hours. Then in a situation like this, then you see 4, 6 hours, minutes. Then you have 60. Then you have 12 here. You add it together, you have 72. You don't need to write 72. What you just do is to break it down, 60 plus 12, because you are going to use 60 as the startup. Then you add 12 to the number, and this will give us 72. And what's 60? 1 hour. 1 hour. So meaning that you will add 1 hour here. What's 4 plus 1? 5. Plus 6, 11. Now, if you have 11 hours here, what you have left now is what? 12 minutes. 12 minutes. So that will give us that for that. Take note of this. It's very much valuable and very helpful to you, so you don't have challenges along the way. You don't face any problem along the way. Take note of this point. Then lastly, something that I've not said, take note of this point. For example, we are working with weeks and days. We are working with weeks and days, and here we have 7, 2. Here we have 3, 4. Now, let's say we have 5, 2. Let's say we have 5, 2 here. So for weeks and days, 5 plus 2 is 7. But we already know that 7 days make 1 week. We don't need to write 7 here. All we just need to write is plus 1. And if we write plus 1, this is 7 plus 1, which is 8 weeks. 8 weeks. In this case, let's say we have something like this. 8, 3, 2, 1. We're adding this together. 2 plus 1 is what? 3. 8 plus 1, 8 plus 3 is 11. So 11 weeks, 3 days. Because it is not up to 7, you don't need to, you need just write it down. You don't need to remove anything. Then in this case, where we have weeks and days, we have 9 and we have 2. We have 2 and we have 1. We add this together. 9 plus 2 is 11. We'll break 11 into 2. 7 plus 4. Now 7 is 1. 1 week, right? Yes. So we can add 1 here, which is 4. But what's remaining? 4. We'll write 4 here, which will serve as the days. So we now have 4 weeks, 4 days. 4 weeks, 4 days. Take note of this important point. Take note of this important point. Then another thing which we need to do is to learn how to count large numbers. Some numbers can be so big that we cannot count them very well. So we need to learn how to count large numbers. And this brings me to this. 4, 2, 1, 6, 2, 5, 8, 8, 8, 6, 2, 0, 0.156. No, let's work with large numbers first before we come to small numbers. So in this case, the first thing you do when you are counting large numbers is to group it in threes. You group it in threes. So if you are going to call this number now, I think this is million and this is trillion. This is million and this is billion. This is billion. So it's going to give us 421 billion, 625 million, 888,620. So what we have here is 421 billion 625,000, 625,000, and 25,000, thousand. No, I believe a lot of you will just rush and start thinking, yes, yes, yes. 625 million, 888,000, 888,000, 88,000, 620. So you take note, 421 billion, 625 million, 888,620. That is how you call numbers. This is a big number. So when you have a lot of zeros, so we start with 100, 10, 100. This is what? 100. Now if we move another zero, add another zero, we have 1,000. If you add another zero, it becomes 10,000. 10,000. Now if you add another zero, it becomes 100,000. 100,000. Now if you add another zero, it becomes million. 1,000,000. If you add another zero, it becomes 10 million. Becomes 10 million. So if you add another zero, it becomes 100 million. Becomes 100 million. 100 million. If you make it 9 zeros, it becomes billion. So you understand that. That's why it is 421 billion, 625,000, 625 million, 888,600 and what? 20. Take note of this point. A very valid point. A very, very valid point for you. Then another thing is, let's say we have something like this now. In this case, we are working with million. 425 million, 826,801. 425 million, 826,801. What about this? 426. 426,001. 402,001. 402,021. In this case, 1,045,001. In this case, we have 6 million. We have 6 billion, 6 million, 6,000 and 6. 6 billion, 6 million, 6,000 and 6. $666,666,666. So take note of this. Then in a situation where you are told 1.4 million, or when they are told 0.45 million, or a situation where you are told 3.2 million. You have to break it down. You have to break it down. So what you are going to write is 1.4 times million. Million has 6 zeros. So we are going to move it 1 4 0 0 0 0 0. So this will give us 1.4 million. We are going to multiply it by million. 1.4 times million, and that was 1.4 million. They give you 0.45 million. 0.45 million is equal to 0.45 times 1 million, which is 45,000,000. This is going to give you 450,000. 450,000. 450,000. 3.2 million. We give you 3,200,000. So 0.45 million, they give you 450,000. Take note. So 1.4 million will give you 1,400,000. 3.2 million will give you 3,200,000. Take note of these points. Then lastly, I will talk about small numbers. Small numbers. When you are counting small numbers, for example, you are told 0. Okay, you are told tenths. So let's say you have calculate 7 tenths, 700. So for tenths, you are working with 0.1. For tenths, you are working with 0.1. So you are going to multiply 7 by 0.1, which is 0.7. For 100, you are working with 0.01. You are multiplying it by 7. It gives you 0.07. For thousand, you are multiplying 0.001 by 7, which will give you 0.007. Take note of this important point. And I do believe that if there is any issue you find in this topic, feel free to ask me in the comment section. And also, if you need any help whatsoever, also feel free to reach out to me, and I will help you out. Do have enjoy your